Assalamualaikum, Doctor. So, we would like to present about the capillary waves versus shock waves. As my name is Amrata Najihah, I'm student, and my partner is Zainab Balkis. Okay, so we start with the capillary waves. As we know that the capillary wave occurs from the wind-generated wave, which is the water surface waves that occur on the free surface of bodies of water, then resulted the wind blowing over an area of fluid surface. So the most common of swell is mid-latitude depression. When the wind blows over the ocean, so the energy is transferred from the air to water and wave are generated. So it's from the capillary wave from the natural forces such as the water surface tension, which is capillarity or gravity, work to restore the distribute water to its calm state, which is flattening the water surface. So the small winds displace small amounts of water on surface, which create a short wavelength which is capillary waves. So the capillary T acts as the restoring force. So from the graph we can see as the wind blow, it create the capillary waves first, and then the wavelength become the height, so it will produce the gravity waves. So then next, for the as the capillary wave is a wave traveling along the phase boundary of fluid whose dynamics and phase velocity are dominated by the effect of surface tension. So which is the it is represent the initial stage of wave generation from the as the wave wind blow. We know that the wave generation is capillary wave, chop, and then the CT, right? Case CT
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
Is well baru CT. Dia punya wave generation tu. And then the uh, it produced by small vortex in a completely flat sea. So the capillary wave also are called often called by ripples, as the wavelength of the capillary wave is 1.73 centimeters, and the phase speed which is known as wave period also is 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second. So as the longer wavelength on the fluid, it will result the gravity capillary waves, which are influenced by both the effect of surface tension and gravity, as well as the fluid of inertia. So then, the capillary wave also featured by V-shaped truth and the rounded crest. Okay, that's all for the capillary wave. Then we move to the chop wave.
Okay, chalk wave. Chalk is known as many small wave, which causing the ocean surface to be rough. In the nautical term, chalk is known as short, steep, isolated wave, which causes by local winds, which give a small boat and uncomfortable action. Chalk also is been known as sea, which is a mixture of wave that often observed from the ships. Chalk is mostly produced by, and generated by the local winds only. Chalk is also known as a restoring force equal gravity. Um, Chalk is been recognized by under 2 foot also, and it has a really tight, which is from 2 to 4 seconds. And how we know it's a chalk? By the time when light winds start to blow across undisturbed surface of water, They tend to produce a friction that drag the water into a ripples. Then the continuous energy is needed to form ripples and push them to the next level of wave formation. Because the surface tension of the water and the gravitational pull of the earth act as a restorative force that pull the water back into a flat state. By the time when the wind pushed the ripples into wave, when it's reached about 1 meter high, the sea state developed into a chalk.
Okay. Next, for the differences between the capillary wave and chalk wave. As for the capillary wave, it produces a small wavelet averaging about 8 centimeter high. It is also occurs around 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second for the wave period, and also for the capillary wave is produced by the light wind compared to the chalk. And also it is same wave pattern with a small wavelength which is about 1.73 centimeter. So as the graph produce the graph is about the wave period and the wave height on every wave, which is capillary wave and the chalk wave. We can see the capillary wave is on 0.2 to 0 meter per second, and the wave height also is about 1.73 centimeter. Okay, and then for the chalk wave,
And for chalk wave, it's happened about 1 meter high, and the sea state when the height reached to 1 meter, the sea state developed into chalk. So chalk is tend to occur around 2 until 4 meter per second. So chalk is produced by a strong wind compared to capillary. Then the chalk is moved independently with a large wave moving toward an area and creating a rough and irregular wave pattern.
okay, that's all from us, which is the on the about the capillary wave
Capillary.
and the chalk wave. Okay, thank you.